we are in. We are in the game. We're going to be checking out Combined Power versus EN Stars. On which... Dun, dun, dun. Look at their rosters real quick. Because, I know both of these teams. I just don't know their rosters off the top of my head. Check. If you would like to check out the brackets, I will post the link. Okay, EN Stars is Variety, which is on the right. So, first band was Apollo, second Sobek, and third Athena. So they really want to shut down that global presence and the crowd control reduction over there on Combined Power. They're more worried about the tank side versus, I think, the Variety, aka the EN Stars team, is more worried about the global presence of Apollo and Athena. Ooh, Poseidon, so they don't want to see that strong mid. Going to be interesting. Ooh, Isis. Isis is a good pickup for mid. Definitely a very strong mid laner. Arguably overpowered sometimes. People like to complain all sorts of times of the day. So I like the bans. I like the bans. They're definitely thinking over there on Combined Power side, thinking that they don't want to deal with, Apollo and Athena being able to do this global gank. Granted, with the new teleports, it might not matter, but it definitely makes it cost money to do that. So we have an Odin, likely going to be the solo lane, with Ymir going to be playing support for the AD carry that will be over in the right or left lane, depending on which side of the map they're on. Let's see what Combined Power has in store for them. Ooh, on her. So they really want to steal that away before EN Stars can pick that up, which is a good pick by them. And Unbats. Jungling. That's going to be fun. I want to hear you guys' opinion in the chat. Let me know what you think of these picks, these bans. Anything that you do or don't like. Oh, changing it up for a Thor. Opting to go to the Thor jungle instead of the... Because they would like to keep the presence of the... I don't want to say global presence, but the much more gankable Thor. He can... Not gankable, but much more ganking Thor. The man who can go up into the air, set it up just right, and then go in. Which is just a perfect combination. Then we have a Ra and a Neith. Ooh, the question is, who is going to be the solo laner? Pretty sure it's going to be Odin. Are they going to send... Ooh. Sure. They'd have an interesting team composition. They don't necessarily have a dedicated AD carry. I mean, they're going to be very... they got this even amount of physical and magical. So they're not too heavy on one side. It depends on what their last pick is going to be as to what it's going. Who's going to be mid? Is it going to be Ra, or are they going to get someone like a Neith or... Can't use Honor because he's already taken. Maybe a Loki mid? I like these new picks. They're very interesting and unique. Bacchus and Hades. Definitely getting their tank set up. Hades likely doing the solo laning over there on the left side, depending on, of course, map side. Let's see what Pors takes as final pick for the EN Stars. Neith, there we go. Probably going to see a maybe Hercules Neith. Could be a very nice matchup. So now we get to see God trading who's going to be playing what in what lanes. I don't know these gentlemen well enough to know that, oh, well, he's definitely taking that mid, as you would with, say, Sio or Freyarn or Lasses. Well, they're obviously the jungler, so they're taking it X. But it's going to be... All right, so if you would like to see the brackets, I will chat for you. Brackets. The chat. Yay. There's the chat. Awesome, and away we go, waiting for the tournament or the game to start. We have 156 seconds. So I'm going to go make sure that everything else is set up and ready to go. So I'll mute myself real quick, and then we'll be... Alright. And we are back. We're going to have a great game between Combined Power, who's going to be on the left. Let's get our spectator. Then, start. Going to be our two teams of this particular matchup. It's going to be quite a good game. I love these picks. It's very... Seeing some gods coming back that you don't normally see, like Bacchus, who was definitely a top-tier pick back in the day. Maybe a month ago? Maybe 2 months ago now. But he kind of fell off a little bit there when they gave a slight nerf. And then he's definitely seeing a... Word. Can't think of the word. Or he's becoming more useful again. People are figuring out better ways of implementing him into the current meta. And this whole interesting meta change is going to be really interesting to see. I don't think... I mean, it's been out for an entire, what, half the week? Came out Wednesday, this new map. So I am quite curious as to how people are going to work with it. Whole new map, this whole new meta, teleports. All these different things that have come online in the past week. So let's get to the game, to the action. There we are. Let's get rid of our timer there so people are not complainy pants. Everything is the awesome. We go and double check to make sure. Bad chat is obviously not working. I hate chat that doesn't like chatting. So I think I can read chat again. If you would like to say things, then I can. Awesome. So over on Combined Power side, you have Hades, Thor, Bacchus, Isis, and on her. Serhal versus on Hades, Ninja Boat on Thor, Ice Snow on Bacchus, Ninja Dimmy on Isis, and Power Invokin on her. Over on the N-Stars, I guess would be the best way of putting it. N-Star, we got Nicky Bicky over here on the Hercules. Thief playing Isis, Variety HC playing Odin. Ymir being played by Pores, and Arniking on the Ra. So let's look at the spread we have. Looks like we're having a pretty even start on both sides. You got the jungler is going to be the Odin. Oh, very interesting. Definitely the very common Thor jungling on the Combined Power side. So as you see here, we have the Odin with the Bumba's Mask and a Warrior Tabby, or just a Tabby, level 1, with 2 mana pots. Over here on the Combined Power side, you can see that you got the Thor running that Bumba's Mask. They're both going to be starting at the move speed. Or sorry, attack speed buff. Yes. Attack speed over here for Thor, and is it attack speed over here? Yes, attack buff, not attack speed. Just attack buff over here on the N-Stars. Hello, Vladitech, Mr. Lumberjack, Salsa. You guys. So, away we go. The body blocking has commenced over here on the red side. As you can see, you can still body block. Usually that one minion will get around, so it is a great way of picking out. I need to make sure I have my UI set to it isn't large. I don't want to have the UI taking up too much of the space. I can't wait till they do the update to this. It's going to be so amazing. As you can see over here in the red side, they're going to be Hercules just waiting for that Odin to get over there and take that buff, the leap, with the smash coming down, and they are going to be heading off to get blue buff together. Hercules likely going to start it. Hand of the Gods is pulled out to get it extremely quickly, so we have a very efficient start now for this Odin. He gives the Hercules that blue buff so he can take it and spam all of his abilities over here in the right lane, which I will get my orientation correct so you can also be oriented properly. In the right lane, we have On Her and Bacchus. Very nice combination. Bacchus getting pulled, and the driving strike coming out now, pushing him back towards the minions, but it looks like he's not going to take too much damage as they are ticking away at those minions, and he did not attack Hercules. So he did not draw creep aggro. Hercules is going to be pushed back into his tower. Over here in the mid lane, we have Isis and Ra. So Isis definitely the stronger mid laner of the two. Ra going to be having a tough time clearing those waves really early as Isis puts out a lot of damage using her wing gusts to clear the wave and then put out some damage onto the Ra. The stun coming out but missing on that Ra. Over here, we see the Odin coming in for a really early level 2 gank. Goes in, uses the Gungear's Might, lands the slow. Barely. Are they going to be able to pick it up? No. Are they going to tower dive? Not quite, but we have a counter. Counter gag coming in now from the jungler. Thor comes in, doing his Berserker Barrage, but isn't unable to do anything. And over there in the left lane, I believe it was. Yes, it is the left lane. We do have a man down. So we'll see. Back it up a little bit more than that. As we have the stuff going off in mid, you can see the Ymir and Isis over here against the Hades, who is just going to kind of sit there in his position until he casts whatever spell it was that got him stuck. So let's find out what happened in this lane. Maybe speed it up just a hairpin. Here we go. Second wave comes in. I bet you Neith's going to root him. Ymir's going to freeze him, one or the other, and then he's going to take a ton of damage. Goes, not really attacking his minions. There it is. The freeze goes off. The root goes down. The wall goes up, landing a ton of damage. The fear comes out, but it is not quite enough. He does take the glacial shards, trying to juke back and forth, but the life steal from the Neith will be able to get that. I think it is Unravel. Comes out from the Neith and is able to clean up that Hades. The first death going to end stars. The first kill, or sorry, the first death going to combined power. The first kill going to end stars. Very nice play by that Neith and Ymir. Here comes Thor in to try and clean up this creep wave to keep it off their tower. Using that Berserker Barrage, definitely getting him a little bit farther ahead. He is already level 5. Checking out our gold difference, you can see it's just barely about 300 gold at the very second. Following Thor there as he is sort of rotating mid, going to be going back now to purchase more things and stuff. Over here in the right lane, Bacchus and Onher doing their best to keep Hercules there as low as he can, but with that blue buff, Hercules can use his mitigate wounds, get that health back, and not even care. Gonna land a little bit of poke there on top of that Hercules. So yeah, generally speaking, off to a good start here for N-Stars. Getting a little bit more poke there out on him. Isis sharing that experience with the Thor, so helping him get a little bit further ahead in levels and also giving Isis a little bit of a lead. Checking out the farm, you can see that Neith has the most farm quite at the moment due to that first kill. But Thor running just under about 20, 30 gold less than the Neith. So Thor doing a good job even though he has no kills. Raw going in there pretty deep. Casting the slow. Silence comes out from, ooh, nice stun. There comes the Tectonic Wrist, the hammer. The Berserker Barrage goes in. Can we pick up the Ra is the question. No, but we do have the Odin in the jungle waiting in the winds. See what can happen, but it looks like Thor will go ahead and back out. Odin coming in. Is he going to try and contest this buff over here? There it is. Thor jumping over, but the Tectonic Rift not coming out. Sorry, that was the Berserker Barrage. Came out to try and clean that up. It looks like Thor got one of those creeps, so it looks like it was 2 for 1 in that minion camp trade. Rock going to use his ultimate to clean that up. Isis almost landing the stun on top of him to get that extra damage, and then the silence came out, but it will not be enough to really put him anywhere in a necessary need to go back. Isis level 7. Everyone else on N-Stars not quite there yet. Still level 6s. Couple level 5s. The 4, though, I mean, over here in the left lane, this is giving Hades quite a hard time. They are zoning him out more so than they have been pushing the creep waves. As you can see, they're just keeping the creep wave right outside of the edge of the tower so they can keep him well back. He is now hit level 5. Thank goodness for him. He will be able to finally do something useful. If they do tower dive, he can ultimate. And Neith will be able to jump out, of course, assuming she hasn't already burned that option. Over here in the right lane, we do have... Ooh, there we go. Actually click on the map. A little bit of damage going out now onto the Hercules as he is getting kind of low. But it looks like he will be able to mitigate his wounds, bandage himself up, and continue on with life, having quite the sizable creep wave that he is losing very quickly because he's really unable to do anything. Over here in the jungle, we can see Blue being taken by the Thor, keeping on par with his jungle route, which needs to be attack Blue, or sorry, move speed Blue. I gotta get used to the new jungle layout, especially when there is no there's no jungle buffs on the map, so I can't just use that easy reference and pull it out of my memory. Thankfully, I have that giant map that I don't have open. That why you all get jumped at level 1 in the solo lane? Yes. 2-on-1 in solo lanes is a little bit too strong. So I'm gonna kind of take this casting as a, not gonna try and, I guess, spam talk the whole time, because if I do that, I'll last maybe 2 hours. So there will be a few minutes of like where it's just kind of, I don't want to say dead air, but where I'm just kind of pondering and watching quietly. You're in the right lane, a little damage coming out onto the tower. Being able to get that extra poke. Slowly ticking, slowly ticking. And that seems to be the way it is with these solo lanes, is you get that creep wave, you push it up to the tower, let it slowly tick away, and eventually you get some damage on it. But we do have Thor over here in the jungle. Is he going to get pinched between Odin and Ra? Not quite. Looks like he will be able to make it out. One thing I have kind of noticed in this latest meta is the junglers have a very easy time counter-jungling. Because there's so many entrances and exits that they can easily run in. Like, you can run in here, and then just you have 4 different exits. Ooh. We have the ward going. Oh, the ward goes down before they're able to do it. It looked like Berserker Barrage coming out. Now is he going to Tectonic Rift? No, not quite. Not quite. Odin coming in to support his middle lane. Creeps running far away out of their lane. One thing I've noticed today in this latest patch is that creeps sometimes will go wherever the hell they please. Wouldn't be the first time I've seen a creep walking through the jungle over in this area. He's just like, whatever, I'm chill. Odin, where is Odin going? That is the question. Kind of hanging out. Gonna go take this experience camp. A good thing for that Ra to do, as you can see right now, he is going to try and hug that wall so he can get that extra experience. And if I had the experience turned on, you would see that he gets a little bit of extra gold by being right there against the wall, which is quite nice. The Ra ult coming out, burning away the lane, so that way Isis can use her wind gusts and clear out the lane. Isis is an extremely powerful mid laner due to that very quick lane clear. Who gets taken out on the right? Was that a boulder toss? That can only be my best guess. Let's see if this was a dive over here by Power Invoking. Going a little too hard to the paint on that Hercules, who is actually 2 levels ahead of them. Ooh, Dragon Strike coming out, pushing him into tower range. On her, jumping up with the boulder. Big baseball comes out. It disappeared. It must have killed him. It disappeared according to my spectator mode, but it probably went through Bacchus and then landed on her, cleaning up the kill, getting that Hercules even farther ahead, not more farther. So letting Hercules, that solo laner on the right, not quite the farm, but definitely in the level. So he's going to be able to tank out as much as he can. What is he going to do over here? Kind of rotating over to the blue buff. Going to see that. Was he warding? Not sure why Hercules decided to run around that way. Guess check his corners, so to speak. But Ymir coming over to cover middle while Ra goes back to purchase things. Check out our builds here at the moment. Voidstone coming out on top of that Isis to deal with the Ra's magical damage. And then on the Ra, we have the Shoes of Focus going a little bit for that cooldown reduction. Wants to be able to spam his spells more often than not. He'd opt for the extra spell casting versus the damage. Isis is going to go over here, give a hand to the Thor, help him get in his jungle a little faster. But that Ra tower taking a lot of damage. Not going to be able to he's got to be really careful in this mid lane not to let this get pushed too much, or he will lose his tower. Sure, Vlanetek. We'll get you on the next game, man. When was the last time have you casted a Smite game before, Vlanetek? Or do you play Smite enough to know? I'm curious. Oh, also, open call to casters. If you would like to help cast, co-casting, we are always looking for casters. As you can see, today is Mesmerize's birthday, which you aren't able to see, but today is Mesmerize's birthday, so that's why he is not here co-casting with me. He is off doing his thing, having some birthday time, so I am solo casting this today. And then actually at 3 o'clock, I have to go and finish off the North American tournament because the current North American admin, he does have a previous engagement today at 3, so I will be making sure that the tournament finishes up all right. Bacchus flops. That's all I have to say about that. He flops. Went in after that, the Hercules didn't quite make it all the way there. Isis getting a lot of poke damage onto that Ra. We're all going to be able to clean up that lane pretty easily. Here in the right lane is Hercules. Going to get it into trouble. Going to get... No, not quite stunned out. Barely gets out of the belch in order to not get stunned, using his mitigate wounds to try and absorb some of that damage and heal it back. Yes, Mr. Sausage. Druids, they didn't realize check-in time had already happened, so we wanted to, let them play for being able to play. And so we just kind of tossed them into the bracket where there was an open slot. And that's... I would like for you guys who are playing the games to record all of the match IDs so that way we can get a nice collection of all of them for... I guess we'll be able to have them all anyway because our admin should be doing that as well. Give me a couple of messages. Aha. So basically, ooh. No. Oh my god, so many people asking me questions. My goodness. So, some of you may be questioning why we let druids jump in, because they jumped in like literally it was like 11:01. So we just made the brackets and had put them out as being like, here you go, here's the brackets we got. And they were like, holy crap, we forgot all about it. We thought check-in was later. So we were like, well, we'll squeeze you in there because at the moment we had 6 teams. So it's put us up 7. So we're just like, well, we'll toss you into one of the bye brackets. And, I mean, there's no prizes. There's nothing really to win, so to speak. So that's why we found it optimal to just kind of toss them in, because this is more for the enjoyment of the competition. Being able to play, get casted, feel good about it. It's not so much, oh my god, we lost because we went up against a really hard team first round, or oh my god, we look terrible because of this. It's like, just play and have fun. This is the whole point of this, is just to have some fun. Stay back. So, don't take it too seriously, is why it's called casually competitive, not LCS or Pro Series number 2. Casually competitive. We want to enjoy our time, and we want to have fun. I want to cast games, and I want you to enjoy it. Over here in the mid lane, you can see Odin and Bra kind of hanging out together, giving a little pal high five. Isis is going to wing us that wave away. But this lane is going to be the most interesting. If Hercules can land another pull, it can definitely mean a big difference for him. Although Hercules still just a level higher than the Bacchus and on her. Excuse me. He's 3 levels higher than Bacchus. Wow. He managed to pull that one out. Is Odin going to possibly gank? But the problem is, with Odin jumping in there to try and gank, the Bacchus and Hunter, both of them can go play. The taunt's coming out from the power invoke, and he says, come at me, bro. I am here waiting for you. The taunt was not receded. Ooh, over here, mid lane gets trapped. The ultimate comes out from the Isis, landing perfectly in the middle. I mean, that's just beautiful. Taking very little damage from all of them. Silencing both of them. Wingust, is she going to be able to turn this around into a kill on top of the Odin? Odin being forced to jump away. Very nice play by the Isis, looking for somebody coming in on the right side. There it is. The Anhur is going to try and chase this down. Will he make it there in time? Is he going to jump, tower dive, anything like that? Hercules now coming in now. Thor dunking down on top of the Hercules. Is he going to do a takedown to him? Driving strike coming out now, pushing him back. The raw beam coming out, trying now to heal. And everybody will disengage. Anhur will just kind of... Ooh, the freeze comes out from Ymir, and the ultimate goes up, and the other raw beam comes out. Tries to predict where she was going to go, but unable to do so. She is so very low. The boulder comes out. Will it get her? Oh my god, what a great throw by the Hercules. Lands the kill on top of the Isis, throwing his boulder all the way down the lane. Beautiful play. Oh my goodness. Nice play by EN Star, excuse me, Combined Power. Still, it's 2-3 in favor of EN Stars, able to pick up that 1 kill on the Isis. Very nice. It started with a, I guess, a failed gank in the middle where Odin trapped in Isis, but she used her ultimate to get out of it and not take too much damage, but a lot of tower damage going over here on the right side. The risk of leaving the duo lane alone is that they can just push that lane ASAP, get that solo farm experience, although Her was over in the mid lane trying to help out. Bacchus seemed to be the one staying over in the lane. He needs the experience and the help. Ooh, this Hades, very, very low. Definitely needs to be super careful as to his engagements. If that Ymir decides to blink in or do any type of thing, which Ymir does not have blink. No, he does not. Just has Hand of the God. Hades going to play super passive, waiting for his support. There comes the Thor. Is he going to land a Tectonic Rift? No, he is not. He's just going to help him clear the wave, cover the lane while Hades goes back, and that will be that. Over here on Her going to be... I like this rotation. You have Isis over here, takes the experience camp. Thor's over in the left lane. And now she's going to come over into the left lane for a gank. Yeah, on Her covering the middle lane. Isis there all by herself. The silence is going to come out to keep her from jumping. There it is. There's the Tectonic Rift. There's the Purification Bead. Uses that to get out, but the ultimate coming out now, and the kill is landed by the Isis. Here comes the Odin, going to try and land a trap on one of them, but if he doesn't get the Isis, it will all be for naught. The stun comes out. Wing Gust now coming out to do as much damage. The stun from Thor. Berserker Barrage. The Aegis being used. There's the Berserker Barrage. Oh, he jumps out, but land dead in the water, and there goes Thor up in the air. He's going to be able to make it out of this alive. In comes the Her. Are they going to be able to turn this into a 4v2? There it is, the ultimate from Hades. The Her going to take down the Ra. Ymir looks in being big trouble now. He's going to fall down in just a second. Oh, the wall, wall comes out, but it will not be enough to save him as Isis is tanking the tower. Everyone else will be able to make it out of there. All right, but the boulder going to come out here in a second. No! Looked like he was going to try and land. There it is, the pull, but unable to do so in time. Great rotation there by the Hercules. Going to come over here, clean up this wave, and try and get back to his own lane ASAP as his tower looks like it's about to be taking damage. Not quite, as the tower is going to be able to clean up those minions. Whew! Lots of action in favor of Combined Power. That, I think, was a 3-for-0 trade, because they went, or was it 4? At least 3. My memory eludes me as to all the action that's been going on. 6-3 in favor of Combined Power now, working on a comeback. They're up by 4,000 gold. Hercules coming into the mid lane. The tower in mid lane did go down, so that is going to be adding a significant amount of gold to the Combined Powers coffers, and that is probably a big help. And that's probably, it is why they are 4K ahead. So if N-Stars can really work it, get some towers down, and work on the rotations, then we can definitely see a good comeback. But right now, it's just a very interesting game. What is Hercules going over here doing? Adminning and casting all at the same time. Ba, ba, ba. Is the stream flashing every once in a while? You guys see that as well? Ooh, we missed a kill. I'm sorry. Where was that? Was it Ra? Let's go over to the Ra. There it is. Find out what happens here. Ra over here in the mid lane. Gonna be kind of heading on over the right lane. Is he gonna counter ward? No, they can see him, but he cannot see them. Isis coming over from the mid. There's the Thor. Tectonic Rift comes out. The stun comes out. The Berserker Barrage goes down. The Wing Gusts are going to be able to clean him up, even though he was in his healing beam. Not going to be quite enough. Here's 3-on-1 in the mid lane. Is she going to be able to silence him? Ooh, the stun comes out. The slow comes out. The pin goes to the wall. The ultimate here is had, but unable to do enough with that boulder. Hercules will go down. 8-3 in favor of Combined Power. Very nice play. We do hear a Bacchus coming in, bouncing out a Ymir. Bacchus the bouncer. Ooh, good idea. Bouncer Bacchus. He wears a suit and a tie and sunglasses. Call him Bouncer. Yeah, that's it. Gold Fury time for combined power. 2 of N-Stars are down. This is a perfect opportunity for them. They have little... nobody really there to contest them. Ymir's going to come over and try and do what he can. Puts a wall up there to, I guess, annoy people. There it is. The ultimate being popped from the ice. Is going to clean that up. Are they going to be able to pick up this Ymir? Silence coming down. Barely missing him, though. Is Ymir going to put up a wall, or is he just going to opt to hold back? Tectonic Rift now coming out, trying to land a stun underneath, but she is going to be able to get away. Ooh, the Berserker Barrage Freeze coming out on Thor. Using the Purification Beads, the ultimate coming out from the Hades. But Ymir responds with his own. Neith goes down over there. Let's look at that Neith going down. Bam. Let's slow this down here. Analyze what happens. We have the split up. You see 2 members are focused on top over there. 3 still focused on this Neith. She uses her Aegis, but it is not enough as there are 3 people heavily focused upon her. She goes down very quickly. Are they going to be able to clean up this Ymir? Putting up that wall kind of in front of him. The Creeping Curse comes out now. The Tectonic Rift lands on top. Bacchus belly flop with the silence. So many spells going off. They're going to be able to clean up this Ymir with 1 more shot. There it is. And Ra, Odin coming in there, traps many of them in. But Ra Beam comes in, lands on top of the Thor, but he will be able to ultimate out of there. Is he going to dunk down? No, he goes way over there. Onher needs to get out of here soon before that Odin takes him down. The pillar coming out to make sure that nobody tries to pursue him. Bacchus going to try and play the support for the Hades, going to body block and peel. See how this goes now. Back to normal speed. Looks like Odin thinking of jumping. He does jump, but it is not before the tower goes down. The silence comes out. Did he just sign his own death sentence? I do believe he did. There he goes. Isis picks him up. There comes the Hades trying to do what he can, but he is unable to do much there. Gets picked off for it, so 1 kill there for N-Stars in that whole engagement. I think that was a 5-for-1. Oh my goodness. Because currently there's 3 down. I know that Ra died earlier. 4-for-1, because they were at 8. So 8 plus 4. 12. I'm awesome at that. Neith, Odin, Ymir. Oh, Ra died. I had to go and look, but I'm terrible at like 5 minutes ago memory. I need to take a swig of my... Currently leading 5,000 gold ahead is Combined Power, facing off against N-Stars. This is the first round of the Denial Esports #2 Casual Tournament. Yay! We have some fans of Combined Power in the chat. They are rooting for their team. I'm so happy to see you guys here, rooting for your guys, and it makes me very happy that you are tolerating my cast. Haha. Ooh, what's going on over here in the left lane? Isis might get caught out. Ymir going up there for a freeze, but is almost going to get stunned himself. Isis is going to be rotating back over to the mid lane. Probably going to take this move speed buff. Ooh, looks like... Watch the Neith as she is in her natural state. Sorry, not Neith, Isis. But Ymir is going to be caught onto it. Lands the stun. Here it goes. The silence comes out. The wing gusts go on. Ymir walls himself on the, I think, the wrong side of the wall he was going for. Hades' ultimate comes out now. Ymir ultimate comes out too. And they land the kill on the Ymir and be able to clean up the Neith. Amazing coordination there by Combined Power. Well played by the 2 of them. Odin coming over here to try and save his right tower. Hercules are rotating as well. Looks like we're going to try and stall this off as much as they can. On her and Bacchus as well coming this way. Are they going to be able to catch out Hercules? Keep in mind, Hercules is level 18. Ooh, jungle stealing going on here. Berserker Barrage is going to take that really quick, and it looks like they are going to focus here on the middle tower. And they will get it very, very quickly over in the left tower. Are they going to be able to take it down there? Ooh, the stun tries to come out. The surrender vote has now started for N-Stars. Are they going to opt to go ahead and give up this round? Ooh, it's not looking good for them. They are down by, wow, 13,000 gold. It's going to take quite a miracle for them to come back. Let's check out our build. Isis has her... Not the button I meant to press. Q was the button I was... The Tahuti level 1. Now completed on the Isis Gem of Isolation. Also done, so if she puts down her ultimate, that makes you go even slower. Ooh, I like the Jotun's Wrath on the Thor. Gives him that extra penetration, the cooldown reduction, so that way he can use ultimate more often to get out. Titan's Bane on her, as it looks like, yep, we have the Hercules building some good old armor, and the on her wants to use that to try and dig through that armor as fast as he can. Are they going to be setting up for Fire Giant now? Could this be N-Star's opportunity to come back? But we do see Combined Power working their way over there. Are there wards about is the question. They are kind of aware of what's going on. The surrender vote failed, obviously. I don't know why the chat's coming up there. And here they go. Ooh, it's going to be a good fight over here at the Fire Giant. We have Combined Power coming on over here. Warding going out. Looks like they're going to be able to take out Envy's. Ooh, there it goes. N-Stars, Ward, and Odin go down immediately. So they are going to start the Fire Giant. Is N-Stars going to be able to do anything about this? Ultimate coming out from beneath. A great way to take the buffs and secure them as your own. Neath coming in there trying to do what you can, but she is going to die for it. Still haven't quite taken the Fire Giant. It's a little under half health, and they're just going to keep working on it. But N-Stars are just unable to do anything. 3 of them up. They need to focus on pushing their minions back. There it is. Combined Power has gotten the Fire Giant. They're going to take this, roll it right down. N-Stars middle lane, it seems. There is the ward that's going to let them know that, oh my god, we have all these guys going right down through mid. And are they going to try and catch them out in the jungle? Ooh, there it goes. Not quite. Gonna push up this mid lane as fast as they can, as there is no mid tower. Phoenix is wide open and ready to be taken. And Combined Power sealed the deal here at this Phoenix. Are they going to use this Fire Giant buff to complete this game? Take out the Phoenix in very quick fashion. There they go on top of the Phoenix. The Raw Beam coming down. Both Raw Beams, but it will not be enough to save the Phoenix. They're going to rotate on over here to the right, Phoenix? Yes, they are rotating on over the right field. The wall comes out from Ymir, but unable to quite really wall them off. The ultimate from Hercules comes out, driving, striking that Thor into the wall, but he is not going to care one bit. Ymir using his ultimate, but everybody is quite out of there. And the Berserker, Barrage, and Ultimate are going to be able to kill that Hercules and also the Ymir. This is it. That Thunder Dunk coming out from the Thor. Beautiful wall landing the kill on the Odin. And if they can clean up these two, it is going to be a deicide, which is just going to let them stroll on to kill that Fire Giant. 20-4. This is going to wrap it up for N-Stars as they're going to clean up this Phoenix, going to push it right into Minotaur. There is 37 seconds before anyone is up. They're going to push this lane ahead. Are they even just... They're just going to bother. Go over there, go to the left tower, take out the tower, take out the Phoenix. Take their good old-fashioned time, securing it without risking it. Oh, they're all going to go back. Not sure I agree with this particular move, but they don't want to end it now. They don't want to end it now. Whew. Thor in a hurry to get back up here, though. Is he in a hurry to finish this game? There it is. The Guardian is now under attack. Isis going in there. Did she throw down her ultimate? Question. Yes, she did. They're taking that damage. Oh, the surrender vote comes out, and N-Stars will surrender, losing to Combined Power. First game of the Denial Esports #2. Oh my goodness. Casual tournament. I was just stretching, and that turned into a yawn, which was unnecessary. Thank you all for joining me. Very good game by Combined Power. They kind of had a little bit of a rocky start, losing that first kill to N-Stars, but came right back. We have that. Is that the shielded recall? Combat Blink, excuse me. Combat Blink. I am not quite familiar with all the new icons just yet. So I like their choice of Combat Blink. Is that definitely... I'm going to pay more attention next time to try and focus more on the players with the Combat Blink to see how often they use it, if they do. So, thank you both for playing. Combined Power will move on to the second round. N-Stars is knocked out. Thank you guys for playing. You guys put up a good time, and we do appreciate you signing up and playing.